Go.
Is Bitcoin finally back in a bull market? Hey, it's James and Michael with the Crypto Guys. And in today's video, we're going to show you 3 tools that will tell you whether or not Bitcoin is bearish or bullish and at what price you should be buying and selling. And of course, this is not financial advice. In any type of investing, you need to do your own due diligence. But Michael, Bitcoin, it's been in a downtrend for some time now, but we're seeing signs of a potential breakthrough.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this inflation thing that's going on, right? It's a 40-year high. January was 7.5 higher than it was a year earlier. So it's crazy inflation. And, you know, in the crypto world, we've been talking about that for a very, very long time. So even though we're at this price right now, people are wondering, are we going to go back down? And that's a fair question. I think that's and we'll come back to that and talk about it. So make sure to watch this entire video. But let's talk about, like, what are the tools to identify whether we're in a bull market or not? Then there's a lot. But one of the tools that I have, they actually tell you if you're in a bull market or not. So it's kind of cool. And so this tool here, right? It told you when the bear market started and went all the way down. And then it told you when we changed to bullish, right? And then we started going up. So we're officially in a bull market. That's why it changed to green to let us know that, right? So it's super clear because we should not have question right now if we're in a bull market or bear. We were in the bear and now we're in a bull. Does that make sense? So yeah, we want to be clear on that, but that's not the only tool that we have to tell. There are many tools to identify, and we should look at all of them, of course. But one of those tools that we can look at is maybe the EMA ribbon on a daily candles is also very good, because you can see that we were primarily, once we went below the ribbon, that's very bearish. Yeah. And then we started going down and down, right? And all the way down again. And until now, we just finally broke above the ribbon. And now we're getting a bounce. Hopefully it's a bounce. Hopefully we bounce from that level and we keep going up, right? And we break through this major resistance zone of 45. We've already tried to break in once, we failed. So these are bullish signs, I would say, like that, right? And so it's important that you understand, and everybody watching understands, that yes, the bullish signs are definitely there, but we also need to talk about risk. And one more tool I'm going to show everybody is the alligator tool, which I think is really awesome to identify whether in a bull market or bear, because you can see here, right? The green was on top, but then it went below the red, below the blue, and all the way down. I kind of played here, but nope, went back down under. And only now you can see that the green one is on top. That's important, like it was here, right? So this is a very bullish sign. You got 3 massive tools that are telling us, hey, you know what? It's very bullish right now. Does that mean you should buy? Absolutely, you should buy. It's just a question. Maybe you're not going to go all the way in, but yeah, you want to buy. But we need to talk about risk as well. I'm already invested, and we'll talk about that. So
yeah, I wanted to mention that because these are all good signs. It's been a wild ride in the crypto world in the last couple of months, but these are all good signs. But still, everything's about risk, right? And so, what is the level of risk buying right now?
There's definitely risk. Okay. And the way I like to look at it is that you can look at this in 3 different levels of risk. Now, the way that I analyze risk, I think everybody has their own strategy who is like trading, but this is the fair value of Bitcoin right there. Now, let me take that out and use the different tools here. But you can see right there is the fair value at the center. This is the high point. But anytime that Bitcoin, like you can see it touched the fair value, went down and bounced off of it. And now we want out of fair like value. We're right on the top. But you know what? It's just good to buy whenever it's in the fair value zone, right? Now, when it's out, the risk starts to get higher. And then we start going in a medium risk. So I think it's good to have a tool to let us know that, hey, we are in a high risk, and it's important to, no, sorry, not a high risk, a medium low risk, I would call it, right where we are now. Because as long as we're not in the fair value, then yeah, you can see here as well, right? Like if you go back in the past, and this was in July when we had this crash, it was a 50% crash, right? And you can see that we touch the fair value once, twice, 3 times, but it bounced off the fair like value and it went back in a rally all the way down to 69,000. Okay. So this is good. This is good. But you know, you're obviously in a higher risk if you buy here instead of buying here. You get what I'm saying? So this is a lower risk. That's a higher risk. So this is how I look at Bitcoin. I'm always trying to analyze risk. And if it's a high risk, it doesn't mean I don't trade, but I probably want to sell at the higher risk and buy at the lower risk, right? So these are my buy levels, for example, right? So if Bitcoin was to go down, now I don't think it will, okay, but nobody knows for sure because we've been testing this level of 42,000 is a strong like support here. We can see that, and now we're back at that like support again, and it probably help you to see it if I go on a 4-hour. You can see, right? We're testing this over and over and over again. Eventually, it may break, and we may actually go down, and that's okay. Because you want to set up your plan. If nobody knows for sure exactly what's going to happen every time, if nobody can predict the price, then you need to have a plan A if it goes up, right? And a plan B if it goes down. So my buy level will start at 40,000. Now I don't go all in. I might take 10% of my cash that I have now and put it in. If it goes to 38, I might take 20% of my cash. If it goes back to 33, now I might take 50%. And I go all in at 30 because let me explain to you why. Okay, here's one more tool. And this is a very valuable tool because it kind of lets you know whenever it's in the red zone, very high risk. Look at this. We even touched it here, crash, right? So this one, we didn't touch it, but we'll talk about that. But what I'm trying to say here, what I'm trying to say is that this whole point here, that if we can get into green zone, let's say we want, this is a very, very low risk. Does that make sense? So here's a low risk. Here is a high risk at the top here, or back to this resistance zone that I see like developing. It's very like high risk. So now we're in a medium, low risk because we're at the lower part of that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it just helps us to identify, you know, where are we at right now? So right now we're in a medium low risk because we are not into the fair value, right? We're not at the fair value zone. So yeah, this is basically what the way that I'm like trading this. But I will tell you this, if we go up, then also I want to sell to be more cash like positive. So I have sell level 1 will be about 55,000. Okay. And then sell level 2 will be at the all-time high at 68, but I still have a sell level 3, but make sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to see what sell level 3 is going to go. Now, of course, we're going to update you as Bitcoin keeps making moves in the market. So because a big move is going to come in the like market, either we're going to go down or we're going to go up to break through 45, but a big move for Bitcoin is like coming. I don't believe we're going to go sideways, although that could happen, of course. But I think a big move is going to come.
Fantastic. Michael, as always, I love your technical analysis. It's always so fascinating to look at this. As Michael is saying, we are now in a bull market based on this analysis with a risk level that's low to medium. And hey, if you'd like help in making money trading crypto and to know all of Michael's trades and his recommendations, then how you can access this is through the MetaGold Rewards coin dashboard. Now, if you've never heard of MetaGold, it's the top earning rewards coin. And when you invest $1,000 in MetaGold, you actually unlock Michael's inner circle of crypto coaching, where he shows up and tells you all of his trades and all of his recommendations.
Yeah, so if you want to go and invest in like MetaGold, go to the description of this video. It will bring you to metagoldrewards.com. Go ahead and click that link. And if you invest $1,000, when you go to the dashboard, you can go to dashboard after you've invested $1,000, then you can connect your wallet and you'll be able to access tier 2 $1,000 membership. And what that gives you is it gives you access to crypto coaching. For example, yesterday, I recommended a coin that can do 5x. Okay, a 5x potential coin. Plus, you can stake that coin and make 62% staking. But guess what? This is only available to people who have a tier 2, people who've invested at least minimum $1,000 in MetaGold. You might want to put $1,050 just to be safe. But yeah, if you have $1,050 of like MetaGold, you should get access to tier 2, and then you'll be able to get coaching. And anytime I buy, you can follow my trades. Anytime I sell, you can follow my trades. Anytime I buy an altcoin, guess what? You can follow my trades. So that's very valuable. All right. So that's all we have for you today. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're officially in a bull market, but we need to pass 45,000. If we do that, I'll be more bullish, and my next sell level will be 55K.
Fantastic. All right, Michael, as always, it's been great. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
All right, guys. Bye for now.